Michigan Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline where she is keeping a close eye on some injury news that's unfolding.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys, back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. And the Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Looking downfield, it's Mahoney. Gets open down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. On the return. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Sells the run, looking to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll give it to Joyner. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming.
Well, I know on offense you always want to have balance, and it's important to keep defenses honest, but listen, you're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire nation. Let your dudes go to work. You don't need negative plays like that.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Makes the grab. It's Joyner. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
During the week, he got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got his man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Riley. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Danzy. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, it's Joyner. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Between the hashes, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run it. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. They'll stop the clock here as one of the Red Raiders remains down. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out wide right, it's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Mahoney. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Got his man. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Finds a crease, it's Riley. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take the deep shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Mahoney. Dumps it off in the flats. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate. Pulls the
snags it, and he's open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Left side, it's Chambers. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Mahoney. Rolls right. He's got it out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Out wide left, it's Buchanan. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Boy, if that 1st down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So they've gotten it down to the 1. Couldn't get it in through the air last time, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pulls it and fires to the left. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 17, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Crimson Tide looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the 2nd half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman Williams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Drops back on first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Mahoney. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Grab past the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Business, 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's thrown to this guy.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. He'll try to tack on 1 more. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Left side, it's Joyner. There he goes. Quick step and go. The 30, at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Snags a quick pass on the left. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Handoff again. They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Number 22.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got just enough of that one. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
With the catch, it's Joyner.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, has been careless.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Chambers. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Stopped right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. Give to the back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of space. The 40, the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Wants to throw. It's Mahoney. Out of the backfield, he's open. At the 35, he's loose. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Straight ahead, it's Overton. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they call that a face mask. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
2nd and long here. Maybe a double pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first himself. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Lost the throw on first. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On the left side, grabbed by Williams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Finds his man. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.